What's up, YouTube? I know that I was on a little earlier, but I've gotten some. What's up, YouTube? This is Jay. I know I was on a little earlier, but I'm telling you what, beef sector. I cannot tell you what to do. I cannot tell you who to hang around. I cannot tell you any of that. All I can say is beware and sound the alarm. Baby, let me say this. I know that we roast and gag over here. And for the most part, not always, but for the most part, people in our sector are very chill. But when I tell you that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, these new people, that's their whole deal. Now, um, I'm to the point where I don't even think I want these people on my channel. I don't want any interaction with these people. I don't want to share or talk to these people. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. But when I tell it, I want some people in here when I tell it, because I was just sent something. Um, it is based in facts. It is based in news. It is based in a lot of things. So I'm going to wait before I say what I need to say. But y'all can play those games. You all can have it. Binary for what you've gone through and what these people do. And you up here doing this in the beef sector, I'm extremely shocked. And you don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me. And I'm going to say this. If you all are going the way that your sector is going, you're going to have a major issue in this sector. MBK, if you think that people talking about your wife and doing certain things and finding out about your infidelity is going to be trouble, wait till you start really getting into deep beef sector stuff and things started happening. Ghetto intellect, you think that woman called your job, and let me say this as a person who's had that to happen, not from somebody in my sector either. Let me push that out. Not from someone in my sector, but somebody in somebody else's sector. And if you think that's gonna end, you keep on. Now let me say what I need to say, and I'm gonna say it really quickly. Baby, there are news stories about these people. And the sad part about it is some of these people were and are professionals. I do not want to dox them, but baby, when I tell you that these people don't give two damns about you on YouTube, when I tell you these people don't care if you're going to eat or live or die the next day, they don't. They don't. And y'all acting like these folk are friends. Like I said, there are no friends on YouTube. People are 1099s. I don't care how much person is likable. You don't trust them. And baby, these people in this sector, this new sector, and these other sectors have done nothing but back to back to back to back doxing. And when your face is on the news where millions of people are seeing you, and you are still playing on these YouTube streets and doing all of this manner of stuff, y'all got problems. I was washing the dog, and I got an email. And the email, and the person will remain anonymous because this is news that I definitely could use. And this is news that the beef sector needs to be aware of somebody having to face some things that they've said, some actions, and all because they were in a fight with somebody on YouTube. And that person dipped into their personal life. And when I tell you wreak havoc, is wreaking havoc. So, Brianna, Ness, and Lemon, y'all be careful. I ain't telling y'all how to run y'all platforms, but the information that I saw, it's jaw dropping. It is jaw dropping. Now, from what I've seen and what I've heard, you can make 50 videos. I don't give a damn. I don't want anything to do with you all. I don't want you on my panels. Don't click my link. If I don't know you, and if you're not vetted, you're not welcome on my panel. And I'm sure there are some nice people, but because of what I have viewed and what I have seen with my own eyes, I don't even trust you. And if you ain't vetted, and if you ain't coming the right way, don't come on my panel. Don't click on my panel. I don't want anything to do with you all. Now, beef sector, we have been telling you all about these people. And I thought it was like, beware, because they're going to embarrass you on YouTube and they're going to do this and the third. But baby, these people seem like they have mental illnesses. And the sad part about these people are they are intelligent people doing unintelligent things that causes long-term implications. And it's sad because not only are they doing it to other people, but other people have done it to them. And it's almost like a contagion. It's almost like a fever, and they want to give it to you, or they want other people to feel their pain. Hurt people, y'all. Now, it's one thing to come up here to roast and gag and to, shoot the shits. But baby, this is a whole nother level. This is a whole nother level of craziness and foolishness. If you don't have no court money, if you don't have no lawyer money, y'all might want to step back, because a lot of these people who are coming over here have had legal issues and court issues. And I'm going to tell you what, news broadcasts and newspaper publications rarely lie. Not to say they don't ever miss it, but they rarely lie. Now, y'all can sit up here and play with these people. I'm done. I'm done. Because irrational people do not think rationally. And you cannot rationalize with an irrational person. And these people are manipulative. And Stargate, As much as your voice is sweet and I like you, I don't trust you. I think you have come with a agenda. I think the lady who was exposing binary, her hands ain't clean either. And I think it's a whole out war. And look, I don't know you. I don't know T Pre. I don't know Stargate. I don't know the Starship Enterprise. I don't know none of y'all. Y'all can have it. I knew when that lady was giving me all the lowdown, I'm like, this is a mess. This is a major, major mess. And this is not beef sector, and we don't have anything to do with this. But yet, these people are bringing their 50 million problems over to the beef sector, trying to fight. And binary, you are definitely trying to change the trajectory. You are definitely trying to reinvent yourself, because after the stuff that I've seen, I don't know how you even working, to be honest. And again, uh, you can say whatever you want about me. Your shit is deep. Do you understand me? Um, yeah, yeah. And y'all crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Now, all you got to do is look like that church song said, only a look, honey. It was only a look. You didn't have to tell me twice. Now, I am not going to disclose my source, but you better believe that I've seen some stuff and it is crazy with a K. These are professional people with mental issues, smart people who are trying to rope in other folk. You may not have anything to do with these people, but baby, they are destroying. Look, can I say this? They are destroying themselves. They are destroying their own lives. They are really doing a number on each other. And these are people of color all over YouTube. So that's all I'm going to say. It was nice speaking with you all, but I'm out. As they said in the Shark Tank, I'll pass. I'm going to have to pass. And let me say this, beef sector, OGs, this is for the OGs. I ain't feeling bad for sounding the alarm. I am not feeling bad for saying that these people need to be vetted. I ain't saying that we can't use new people in the beef sector, but everybody ain't here for the right reasons. Okay? And these beef sector adjacent people, they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to lose, so they don't give a damn. Most of them, they don't give a damn. That's why they can do this kind of stuff. And the ones that do have something to lose, they better pay attention. And again, it's not wrong and it's not bad to have people on your panel to know who they are. And it took one person to look at my video yesterday and go through that archive and send me that email, because baby, folk know where y'all live. Honey, folk know where y'all live. And y'all stuff ain't, y'all stuff be on TV and newspaper. And y'all doing some serious criminal, I'm taking you to court stuff. Y'all stuff is going to cause people a lot of money in legal fees, bail bondsmen, and a whole lot of stuff. I'm out. See, y'all always think that things are glittering in gold because they throw some money at you, but there's a cost. Now, you can take this and laugh at it. You can do whatever you want to. I have sounded the alarm. I have told you that these people ain't nothing to play with. These people do not even respect their own livelihood and dignity. And a lot of these people are trying to rope people in. The sad part about it, most of them are narcissists. Most of them need the attention. Most of them do all of this stuff. And the sad part about it is they're almost like a J Dunn, but not to the point where I want you to see me. They do it in a different way. But honey, these people are something else. Now, do what you need to do. You seen the evidence too? You seen the evidence too, baby? Okay. See, some people have seen what I have seen and then some. Talk about all you want to, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit and watch. And when it goes down, I'm going to be right here to talk about it. And again, I'm not getting ready to dox anyone. But yeah, male and female, male and female, it doesn't matter. Male or female. They don't care about your job. They don't care where you're going to stay the next day. They don't care if you live or die. They don't care. They don't care. And their whole goal is to destroy people. And the sad part about it is, again, these are professional people. And I'm like, either you crazy and really have mental health issues and unresolved issues that you haven't dealt with in counseling, because I expect this from somebody who don't have nothing. But these people had a little something, something. And baby, it's going up like a puff and smoke. And that's why I'm just, like I said, very surprised with binary. Because binary is not the only one. Most of those people have gone through a lot. So if that's what y'all want, you go right ahead. Have it to yourself. All right, y'all. It's not normal. It's not normal. This is not OG beef sector stuff. Um, we're not used to this blatant disregard to people's coins and their money. It's unfortunate that Honest Rowe is a victim. He may not think he's a victim, but this person is a whole trick, and Honest Rowe was a whole lick. And for the mere fact that they're even talking about doing something in August, I'm like, that's preposterous. It's absurd. I'm like, really? But you can't tell folk nothing. And my thing is, when you tell people, they get upset and angry with you. So all you can do is sound an alarm and keep moving. Period. Yeah, yeah. And the saddest part to you all, that most of these people do have a record. Most of these people's stuff has been really put out there, and they're coming over here. And it's almost like they want to spread their misery and grief and their brokenness to somebody else. They done bled their sector. Now they're looking for another sector. So I'm good. Have at it. I don't need you on my platform. Um, and I was very happy, and I think I made the very, very right choice to not entertain those two content creators, not to let others up. And when I did, it was all so you all can see what y'all going to be dealing with. Let me say something too. I'm not stupid, nor I'm not soft. You know, I like Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia is Olivia. But sometimes you really can't hear what people have to say. And you really can't hear the details because you're combative. And we understand what's going on. But you being combative is not giving us the information that we need. And I was really trying to ask questions to get the information and the answers that I need. And just because you do an interview and let people talk, that doesn't mean you're weak. That means you're listening. And before I even got this information, there was something wrong. You know, if people will allow me to maneuver and operate how I maneuver and operate, because see, I don't come on people's platforms trying to maneuver and operate. I don't. But I know T Pre and Stargate may be opposing, but they said some of the same things that were similar. And when two opposing people can agree on the same thing, then that means something is right. See, that's what I took away. And I couldn't have found that out if we went into complete attack on that person. Just because somebody has accomplishments, that don't mean that they think they're better than anybody else. That means they made some right decisions. So they could make the right things happen and they could accomplish that accomplishment. Period. Period. And so I like to say that sometimes we can get to the point where we're so combative that we can't really hear. And I am glad that we heard what we heard from all those people who are not in our sector, because again, it spoke to me that somebody is lying and that you do have an agenda and that we do see you. And I think I spoke pretty well in not being offensive. Now, some people are used to being offensive, and that's great if that's how you're. I'm not. I can be diplomatic and I can tell you in your face that you ain't crap without saying that you ain't crap and can move on with it. Why am I dropping my link? Say La Dollar, because I don't know who you are. So again, you hear me talking the way I'm talking. Unless you can bring something of value, then I don't know if I want to drop the link. What's up, Vivian? But I'm just being real, you all. And I really didn't come on to say a whole lot. I just came to really to sound the alarm. And for that person who sent me that in-depth information, well, you can ask the question from here then. Why would you need to come on the platform to ask the question? And I'm not trying to be rude, but again, I don't know who you are. So because of that, I'm a little reluctant to have you up on my platform. So anyway, I can't tell people what to do. I can't tell people who they should or should not embrace. That is totally up to you. But I am sounding this alarm, and I'm telling you what, I received information about the inner workings of how these people really work, and some very disturbing video. And this is news. This is newspaper. This is news, and it's out there. And it goes to show you that these people don't even care about their livelihood. So, yeah. Well, Well, you need to ask it right there. I'm sorry. I just don't allow people to come on my platform like that. So if you have a question, you can ask it from there. If not, then no. I only drop my link for people who I really know, people who are in the sector, unless I need information or clarity and I don't know who you are. Yeah, but you all, let me say this. It's one thing to hear these people, but it's another thing to see their actions and what they've done. And again, I heard about it, Catherine. I heard about it. hmm I'm going to drop the link down for people who are beef sector or beef sector adjacent that we know. But if you're not, and now let me say this: if you click my link and I don't know who you are, and you don't put your question in the back chat, you're going to be kicked out and banned. So anyway, yeah, you all, people have lost jobs and livelihood. Um, People have done a lot of things in that sector. And when I saw the video and what was said and what was done, I was like, wow. And they're going to be fighting. Let me say this, and it lingers, it lingers, it lingers, it lingers. It don't stop, it lingers. And
Okay,
so, yeah, what's
I'll
up?
go on mute. I'll wait till you're done.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I stopped by Miss did you see Miss Olivia this morning?
Yeah, I saw some of her, and I just,
I
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I
very
get
mixed. I'm very mixed on that.
I know.
I'm very mixed on that because, again, I don't like when people interrupt and act like they're doing you a favor. I let Miss Olivia up because she has questions, and and I don't mind that.
Mhm.
But don't play people like they're stupid and like they're he's a soft target. No, I like to gather intel. I like to gather information.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I get what
and again, just
yeah.
because I say I like somebody, I think she took that as, oh, don't be. I like you. I don't have a problem with the lady. The lady was very respectful, but
Yeah.
then she forgets that I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. So I hate when people do that. And I would click on her panel, but when you do stuff like that, I don't really have a problem with Miss Olivia. It's just I don't take that combative stage. And Gigi, you know darn well I could. I don't have a problem with cursing people out, and I don't have
Right.
problems getting to the point of things. But I think sometimes we can miss pertinent information because we too busy trying to have a fight. We too
Well, I
busy
didn't
trying to go
I
through a
didn't
verbal spar. And my
yeah.
thing is, my accomplishments are mine, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. But if you don't do that, that's you. And I don't do that. But it had a really interesting undertone, and I didn't appreciate it.
Well, I
But
understand
yeah,
because
yeah, go ahead.
you're addressing her, right? Because what she said about being a soft target, correct?
Well, that and everything, but it's really at this real particular point, it really doesn't matter because I
Right.
got the information that I need
And that's
because
where I
of
wanted to jump
somebody
off from there.
heard what the woman said,
Yeah.
which we might have not have gotten had we spent the whole time arguing with these people.
Yeah, I want to
And
jump
then
off
somebody
from
sent
there.
me
Yeah.
all of that information, and I'm like, wow, this is really some deep stuff. Go ahead.
In order exactly. So I just wanted to jump off from there because you have the right to the way what you're feeling. But right now we're trying to deal with all these entities. And I have to agree with you regarding Miss Olivia. It's not a good look to attack the person we're trying to get the information from.
Oh yeah.
However,
hmm
when we like you said, it's your platform. When I allow people up on my platform, and then I go back in the background and deal with this person. Then I try to figure out who they are. Then I see, okay, you're either a fit or you're not a fit. We're basically saying, sounding your alarm, because you got information I got too, is these people just aren't good fits for what we're trying to do. That's
They're
simple.
not. But this is the thing. Before I got the information, you have to have information to make the assessment. And Miss Olivia is, I guess, she's a missionary, and she goes to a lot of sectors, and she has that background history, which is great. But like I had the two gentlemen on. Well, I can't even call them gentlemen. The two individuals on,
Mhm.
and I let them talk. I let
Mhm.
them talk. I let them talk. And the more they talk, and the more questions I ask, the more I found out about them.
Right.
And just because you asking questions, and just because you're letting people talk, doesn't mean you're a soft target. It means you're gathering intel.
Right.
And I just I and at some point I was getting frustrated because the woman was giving us information, and
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, let's listen to this. But see, this is the thing. I'm not getting ready to call nobody the B word. I'm not getting ready to call somebody out of their name and start fighting with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's frustrating because sometimes you can mess up a real serious investigation by jumping the gun. And
Right.
sometimes I think people jump the gun. And then what really irritates me is that, you big up like he's a soft target. Ma'am, no one is a soft target. I just collect information. And like I said, the undertone of the whole conversation, it was almost like I'm the smartest thing in the room. I don't have to brag about it, but he's a soft target. But I'm the smartest thing in the room, and I got stuff, but I don't have to brag about it. I could, but and I'm like, well, it is what it is, and if that's not your character, that's fine. But what
Mhm.
really bothered me is, you know, at the end of the day, you let people finish their statements for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong. I will interrupt the person when I feel like I'm being gaslighted or somebody is trying to do something, and immediately I will step in and handle that situation. But
Mhm.
for these people who are strangers, see, it's the one thing when you know the people because you've been in the abuse sector and you have studied and you know what they're going to do. But
Right.
these are new people, and I wanted to find out. And again, one thing I gathered from that whole conversation is even though she doesn't like T Pre, and even though they don't like each other, they can agree that this man is a narcissist. They can agree
Right.
that this man will apologize to you, but if it means he's gonna get clicks and views, he's gonna throw you to the side.
Mhm.
And so I think that that's a big issue right there. And I think that's where I was getting to. So
So
it's no love lost. I don't have a problem with
yeah,
Olivia, but I catch shade. I catch undertones.
do you feel like we could have gotten more?
I felt we could have gotten more, but it
Yeah.
went to a whole Thunderdome situation where she done called the lady out of name now. So now we got to deal with her being
Yeah.
this and this and the third and the third. Whereas, she felt comfortable or at least felt that she was in a place where she could say what she needed to say. And it's not up to me to think if she's telling the truth or not. It's up to me to listen to her and say, okay, Jay and audience, what do you think is going on? Because this is what she's saying. And then my thing is, if you have a real major issue with some of the things she said, then you ask the right questions to prove your hypothesis wrong or right. Because I kept on hearing her say, no, that ain't agenda. That ain't the agenda. Well, you're not going to make the lady change it by saying that's not it. I mean, you ask the right questions. So a little bit of that came out. But let me say this.
Mhm.
Now is not the time to focus and fight with Miss Olivia. It's not the time. I have expressed my disappointment in what went on and what I did not like.
Mhm.
But because of somebody watching, they sent me the information that I needed to put the pieces
Right.
of the puzzle together to
Yeah.
say that, baby, some people getting ready to get lit up in this
Right.
sector, and they better leave these damn people alone
Leave them
because these
alone.
people are broken. And I'm not saying that these people are to be feared. These people are broken. They
They are
really need
liabilities. This is your
they
business.
re-
They're a
they really
liability.
need a therapist and a psychologist
Hmm.
because they are. And the saddest part about it is they're not dumb people. They're very intelligent people with some really bad motives, and I think they're misguided intelligent people. And that's the sad part about it. And I feel that some people in the beef sector are going to be uh, affected, really
Yeah.
adversely affected by what's
Yeah.
getting ready to happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they are. They don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen.
Well, Salah Dala, explain it by typing it, and I might consider bringing you up. But right now, I don't really
All
know if
people
I could
have to
trust you.
do, just type it in the chat, for goodness sake. Stop
Yeah,
trying to pull the
yeah,
attention off of what
yeah.
we're
Because
talking
I'm
about.
really not. I'm really not.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. We're
How
really
much
not there.
attention does somebody need? Put your questions in the chat, please, so everybody, so the whole sector can see. Everything is full disclosure now. Everything.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of
No, I didn't.
people.
I didn't see that. But let me say this, you
Oh
all.
Lord.
I don't care what she does because I don't need to use that title. And I think it's a waste of people spending their money. And let me say this: what you put out, you get back. What you put out, you get back. And that's all I can say about that too. What you put out, you get back. And if she
So
thinks that's going to
so
do
what is
something,
she gonna gain from that?
yeah, because again, it doesn't really matter what you call the sector. It's not the name of the sector. It's the people who are in the sector, and you'll never be able to do anything about that. So whatever.
Talking to the rep, seeing if she can do cease and desist on people. What are they? Now you can really see who the haters really are.
Yeah,
Now,
but I really
Eric
don't.
was a known stalker of mother. Okay, so are we really? See, that's another thing. That's it. What they did, in my opinion, Pastor, is watched all of our ills, all of these interlopers, and used the same ills to just destroy what we had going on. That's my
Yeah,
opinion. Nobody has to
I
agree.
think we still have some good stuff going on.
We do have it, but we can't perform it.
I don't want to be involved
We
with
can't do
these
it.
people, and
Yeah,
I'm not telling people where they should go. I'm not telling people how they should move. I'm just saying be careful and be
right.
cautious, and that's all I'm saying. Be
Yeah.
careful and be cautious.
Well, I've been
Um,
careful.
and I know people are going to say, Jay Wilson is making a big issue. I cannot share the information because if I share the information, then
Nope, don't
I
share it.
can't. Yeah, and I'm not, but I'm not lying. Um, I'm not lying. It's a lot of news footage. It's a lot of newspaper footage dealing with people in this
This is
particular sector, particular sector. And I'm telling you, people's lives have been upended. And when I hear um, ghetto unintellectual talking about his wife and stuff, he ain't lying.
ugh,
He ain't lying. And the sad part about it is, then if you got all that going on, then why are you asking people to pull up, or why are you talking about something? Let me meet you somewhere.
these are criminals,
See what I'm
angry
saying? I
people,
mean, so why are you doing that? And then
angry.
but yet they're with this guy who has been put through the ringer.
Yes.
People trying to take your livelihood,
Yep.
but it seems like you obsessed.
They are lunatics. They're obsessed. They
Mm,
won't let go.
mm-mm. Obsessed. Yeah, it's in the public domain.
It sure is. The people,
And
see, that's another thing. Y'all used to it on people who gave you information so you could protect yourselves, but now you don't want to listen to those people. But you run when they run to the popo. The popo ain't got no a channel, do they, Pastor? They run
no,
straight to the
all I'm
popo.
saying is, Gigi, this stuff is in public, and most of those people who are in that small sector have really done a doozy on each other.
Mm.
And I'm to the point where everybody who comes on has a motive for coming on. Everybody who comes on uh, has an angle to come on. And again,
You know what? Can I
I
say
tell you what, I tell you what, I tell you what, baby, these women are just as vicious as these men. And so, yeah,
Can I tell you this? I was just because I have other channels. I was just a happy little fun little moderator camper, just doing my little thing. Never, ever, never thought I would be a content creator in the beef sector to beef with people. I just responded to people that had said something to me, right? Now I see the benefit and why interlopers would want to come in. Okay, fine. But like Pastor said, you got to play fair. It's got to be equal. What do you get? What do I get? If you getting something, I'm going to get something. That's what I was trying to tell that nice lady yesterday. You're being this person's number one, whatever, but you're not even getting paid for it. What are you doing with your life? Now these criminals want to come and destroy literally your channel. Let's use Pastor. They want to come destroy his channel. Number one, he's the talent. He don't run with a crew. You don't have to split your pot unless you want to, right? You coordinate events. You work and network with like Heidi Fly, people who got stuff going on in real life. They get in their mental state and they want to destroy that. Okay? And that's the bottom line. Who's what, who's fighting, what color wig they got on their hair, who what you ain't getting in your bed and all that other bullshit. That is deflection, people. These are businesses. Every channel is a business. They
and that's
get
what people don't
money.
understand. It's a business.
It's
So
a
when I tell, I'm
business.
not obsessed with people at all.
Damn.
I look at, like I told you all, my agenda, the 21st of every month, I want my AdSense check to come on in. I'm going to do content on YouTube, and that's it alone. And I think that the beef sector needs to really realize what they will lose with all of this foolishness. Um, can you still hear? Okay, good. Somebody was trying to call me. Um, we have events.
Hmm.
We could meet with our subscribers because we're not
Right.
advocating all of this crazy stuff. Um, and with these people, they're so crazy that they would really try to do something off. And I just want you all to realize that the sector that we're in is not a perfect sector, but it's a sector where there's benefits.
Hmm.
And these other people have pretty much destroyed their sectors. And I think we really need to learn from these people and how
Right.
they destroyed their sectors. And I just look at folk and somebody throw them a piece of money, and it's just like, wow. And don't get me wrong, I like old nasty piece of coin. But because you give a nasty piece of coin doesn't mean you control me.
And
Just
why you
because you
got it?
give
It's
me a
my
nasty
coin.
piece of coin, that doesn't
Yeah.
mean you own me.
It's my coin, not
It's
theirs.
my coin. You give it
Right.
at your risk or your discretion, because you're not going to tell me I'm going to give you $500, but I want you to put it towards this. Oh, hell no. This is general. So wherever you give it, wherever it's needed, that's where it goes. Now, I am honest enough to say, hell, if it's going to be used for this, that's what it's going to be used for.
Exactly. I've been to
And I,
family reunions where they charge us $200. $50 ain't shit.
well, baby, I'm not really worried about what people have to say because we've always charged a registration fee
You get
for any
t-shirts, you get a
for
swag
any of
bag,
my events, and most of the
everything.
people, Gigi, are not going. So if you're
Right.
not going, then who cares? And see,
And
again, it's not about my event.
right.
It's about people being destroyed. See, again,
Right.
we have to focus on what I came on here for. And I came on here to say I saw some disturbing footage and some news footage and all of this stuff. And what I'm saying to you all is y'all need to be careful because these people are not in their right mind. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of legal fees that these people are paying, a lot of lawyers that
Mm,
they're paying because it's a lot of stuff going on. And this is not so much a pull up and let's fight. Let me get that. See, this ain't Queen 88 pulling up and punching somebody. It ain't that type of stuff. It is serious stuff from hacking to information to um, um, it's some crazy stuff, y'all,
hmm.
and y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. And again, my doors are closed. I don't want nothing to do with them. Have a good life. God bless you all.
Right.
I got all the information that I need now. Um, see, and this is what I want Olivia to know as well. And again, Olivia, no one is dumb. I knew that there was something wrong, but this information that I got ain't no rumor or innuendo. This is junk dealing with real life situations. And again, all I'm gonna say is people always gonna watch out for folk who do what's right.
Right.
And so this is not a Olivia and Jay Wilson going at it, but I just want to really say that just because my method is not your method, don't mean somebody is a soft target. I mean, you can sit there and argue with that woman all you want to, but if you gathered nothing from her
Right.
or any intel, then you just as at risk as anybody else. So I just think that we are passionate about protecting people who shouldn't be harmed. I think we can both agree on that. Our methods of trying to help, they're different.
You're very different. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to curse anybody out and so on and so forth. I'm going to let you talk because I want to hear. I'm not going to interrupt you and start fighting and calling out your name. I want to hear what you got to say. And so, but I did hear a little bit of y'all
Mhm.
conversation, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm like, that's very interesting. But
Instead of attacking the people giving the store, that's why I kind of asked her about something else. Let's get back on track. It's is my question to her was, do you think the D Darrell changing his channel, changing his brand is fortuitous? Is it suspicious or what? But then
no,
she
it's not.
jumped
Not with
back.
these. Not with these people.
That's what
Not
I'm
with what.
saying. But she
Not
didn't
with
want
what
to
these
go
people
there.
do. Yeah, but
So
not with what these people do. Not with
right,
what these people do. I can understand why that may have happened
right, right,
because they
right.
said this D Darrell character, who I don't know, they said that he has a coin or two. They said that he does have a job and a career.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, you look at that kind of stuff,
Right, right.
and it's like, yeah.
Did you see the video I shared from? That was years ago. You made it, but Beefy Security had made it, and I just titled it "Interesting Nespa," being funny with my words, and that's when you were addressing it. The title is Craig versus Jay Wilson, and that's when you were addressing that person. And to me, it just feels the same. People in the background, people spreading out, and then they come right back together after their mission, quoting fingers in the
Well,
air,
this is the
is
thing, though. A lot
accomplished.
of our people are cooperating with folk who are gonna
Yes.
who are gonna do them in the end,
Yes.
and they think they're getting their people, but they're doing themselves in as well. And so, but let me say this: all I'm gonna say is, they're not good people. They're not
Nope.
good people. They if they were, they're not now. And I think a lot of these people are jaded. I think these a lot of these people are angry, and it's like what was done to me, I'm gonna make sure it's done to you because
Hmm.
now I want to hurt somebody because I'm hurt.
They
And
they they hack people because they have channels.
Yeah. And so
It's
all I'm going to do is
ridiculous.
say, have at it. Y'all have a good time with that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at beef sector content. Um, and we'll go on from there. I will monitor to definitely see what goes on because I think that it's getting ready to it's going to be a lot of mess, and
Hmm.
I think people getting ready to get wrapped up in some stuff that they don't want to get wrapped up in. So yeah, and you can be a double agent if you want to because I think that a lot of people are going to y'all see some of this stuff. It's just like
Be care
that's what they're
and
doing.
can I say this? And what you're saying, we're not doxing, we're not saying who did who, but I want to give a generalization. If you know someone is under some type of surveillance, or you're in their house, or you on their interwebs, and you know that it's public, out in the public, access. Why would you put yourself in that lane? I have
Mhm.
no idea. I'm done.
And
I
let me
don't want
say
to
this:
say
it's
more.
one thing to be a comedian and do things, but it's another thing to say, "Look, I don't even want to get into it because if I do, then I
Just
really will
just
dox the
write it like
person."
you're writing a script. Just
All I'm saying
let them
is,
know.
though, you if
It's
you are
hard.
if you
Yeah.
are an actor
Mhm.
and you know what's going on in the movie industry,
Mhm.
but you still want to work in the movie industry, then you may not say much. You may tell people to be careful and do XYZ, but you're not naming the producers and all of this stuff and da da da. Because if that's what you're doing, you know you're never going to work in the industry again. And
Right.
you know that you better find a new job because you're not going to work in any films again.
Right.
So that's the way I'll put it.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of people who are talking about their industry and it's coming back to bite them as well. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, everybody is. Oh, it's just a lot, y'all. Just be
Well, I'm
careful.
glad you were
Just be
giving
careful out there.
me.
Be careful out there
Yeah.
because and the person who sent it definitely wanted to be anonymous, and they
Good.
are.
Good.
All I will say is this person is legit. This person, yeah. Y'all just be careful. Be
Just be
careful. Be careful.
careful.
Be careful. These people are not who they're trying to present. They're trying to present as we're smart
Mhm.
and we got all our ducks in a row. They're offering things that they don't have, and
Right.
they have been deeply wounded because of some inflictions that people have put upon them, and legal expenses, court expenses, all of that stuff.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, it's deep. And what T Pre said is
Hmm.
true. Now, not now. I cannot verify that other stuff. But what she said, far as what that person did,
Mhm.
is true.
Yep.
And it's not only that person; it's other people as well.
Yep.
And honey, y'all, let me tell you something.
Hmm.
And so, anyway, all I can say is you can put whatever you want to put about me and talk about something I'm trying to gaslight. No, this ain't no
No.
gaslighting
No,
when
it's
it's in the
fact.
news, honey.
It's
It ain't no gaslighting when
Do you
people
think
can.
they
Mm.
should would you advise the people that knew these people prior to us, prior to merge and purge and all that nonsense? You think they should just full disclosure everything?
They're not.
They're
They're not
not.
going to full disclose everything because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And again, because if you full disclose, then people are really going to go over and see what you really done, and they're going to know that you
Mm.
don't have sense. They can't full disclose because it opens them up again. They can't full disclose, Gigi. They cannot full disclose
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
And this is why they're not telling the whole truth. This is why people get sensitive when folks start talking about their wife, because that ain't no, it ain't no lie.
Mm,
This is
tell
when
it.
people get upset when you start, because it's not a lie.
And
And
they wipe their memory. Oh, I don't know nothing about you. Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
or they get very sensitive when like that lady said, there are mug shots out there. She ain't lying. It is mug shots out there.
Mhm.
And I just think that folk need to step back. And I'm not saying, be afraid, but my thing is, people who have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. And
Mhm.
some people need to know how to step back. Because if I wouldn't deal with you in real life, then I'm going to be a little reluctant to deal with you on the YouTube streets. It's one thing to know what you're dealing with, but it's another thing when you don't. And that's all I'm saying about that. Y'all, look, be careful. I'm going to drop the link. Um, Now, again, if I don't know you, you're going to have to state your facts in the back chat, and I'll determine if I want you up or not. But everybody's not coming up here. And it's not, I mean, you all,
Why can't they put questions in the chat? I don't
yeah,
understand.
let me say this, you all. Let me say what these people have done.
Hmm.
And it's a catch 22. It's a really catch 22. You really want to know what people are about. So you got to have them on your platform. But in doing so, you do give them a platform. You do give them
Of course you
um,
do.
stuff so people can see them and people will go check them out. You do give them that. And that's the sad
Mhm.
part about it. And this is why I think the vetting process needs to be, like, who are you? Where are you coming from? What sector? And again, it's all right to have missionaries out there, but I think that people have done the beef sector some disservice by really
Right.
trying to hook up these people to attack folk, not realizing that these people are going to attack you at the end of the day. And it almost reminds me of Game of Thrones,
Well,
child,
I
because
remember because it was nice the other day. I saw Ra was up on your panel, but it's unfortunate because she's very talented. What happened to her channel? But when you throw yourself in the target, things happen. That's not my point. My point is, again, I'll wrap that with I was happy to see her up on your panel. She was on the phone with me when I made a decision, and people thought I was crazy. I said, no, I don't want to deal with that. Y'all don't know what I know, right? So here we are 3 years later, and it's a lot of similarities. It feels good for me to hear you, Jay Wilson, say that, because when they heard me say it, oh, you were fill in the blank. But to hear you say it, and we're at this point now, yes. A shout out to Beef Sector Historian. Now they're listening to the people that knew in the dough, and they listening to the people that been here for 10 years.
yeah.
That to
Let
me,
me
that's
say
a
this.
victory.
I don't
That's
deal with people
victory
who
for me.
I don't deal with people who glorify in criminal activities
Yes.
and act like they were a star because they were doing things to harm their own people. And I know that's always a red flag for me. Um, yeah. You all. Um, I don't even want to talk to these people. When people are telling me they're talking to people on the phone, like, really,
Hmm.
really, and
Hmm.
don't get me wrong, I've done that with some beef sector people, but you live and you learn. And you should get to a new point to say it's
I learned
2024.
a lot.
It's a new
I
day.
learned a lot. I
And you
used to
don't
be
do that.
so nice. I used to just invite people. I say hi, come on in, and then I love it when because they the term stepping stone. I love that because I'm a watch and see where you think you're going because you're not going nowhere. If you want to use certain content creators as stepping stones, good for you. That's a badge you have to wear because the person you're going to saw you step on somebody. Okay?
Yeah. Beef historian, beef sector historian. How so? How so? Because according to that individual, I am gaslighting him. And my name, his name is in my mouth every time I get a chance. And, it's really interesting because I don't allow him on my platform, him and his coworker, and it's sad that they have fallen apart, which I knew it was, because again, there are no friends on YouTube. But I ask you how. I really try not to mention that person because I do believe that that person is looking for something as well. Um, and I just find it odd that that person will attach himself to people who will try to do him harm in the end. And like I said, I don't know the man. Um, I really don't. I just think that it's really interesting that people can't deal with rejection and that you don't want to deal with them anymore either. I don't know if he's suing that man or not. I
Hmm.
don't know if he's suing him or not. I
Yeah.
just think that it's a lot of mess. And again, you know, could you imagine?
Hmm.
Now, no shade to you, Gigi.
No, go for it.
But first of all, I wouldn't want to talk to that man in the foreground, the background, or anywhere
Ever.
ever.
I don't. And when he kept calling, it was instantly post it, block it, turn it off. I would have a show. I would drop the link. He would hit it and say whatever he's saying, and then I would say, okay, what are they up to now? What are they trying to do now? I guess
And
this
then
is where I
and the
lose
thing
that.
is, see, I haven't done anything to these people, but the people who have done things to them, they don't give them that smoke. And I think that's interesting as well. The
Well, they
person
can't
who should be
tease them.
focused on, he doesn't.
They,
See, I didn't put out
right.
information about you and your wife and what you were doing. Uh,
Right.
I didn't do that. That was your man. As you
Yeah.
said, your man, my man. That was your man. I didn't dox you. I didn't share information with you. That was your other man from New Jersey.
Oh, he'll be up there. They'll be back together in about 30 days, y'all.
Mhm. Again, all of these people, that's your man. And I have learned that you only have to do me once and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. Some of the people who are up on my platform now, it's not because I like them, it's because they're advantageous for a proper coin.
I'm
They're
here.
advantageous
And can I
for
say this?
business, not because I like them. But
And can I
there's some
say this?
people that I don't want because I think they're not advantageous for a dime. Go ahead.
I only really hit links or join discussions when I have organically dealt with certain people. So, sorry, not sorry. I'm not like a lot of content creators that just sit on panels and talk about stuff that don't have nothing to do with it. Oh, what happened? I didn't see that. Give me the short. I know everything that's going on. I see it. I thought it was advantageous, like you just said, Jay Wilson, for me to participate in a couple of those panels because guess what? I was there before any of y'all paid attention to some of these people, and that's okay. So miss me, not you or anybody else, when people say things like, well, you don't know what's going on. You that what not first contact on some of these people? Yes. And still on their head. I'm on their head and I don't even make videos about them. Just the fact that I exist and I'm here is pissing them off. Just because they come up with plays in the background that don't work because they still mad and they're mentally ill and physically ill now and not embarrassed because they don't have nothing going on is not our problem. So if I feel like I want to be a part of the discussion, I can. If I feel like I want to help someone in my sector because I love it whether I hit another live or not, I can. Because these people are funny, they have organic storylines, and it's a shame to see certain of our content creators that have to battle down and board up windows because now we have they getting the same information that people getting in the background. We're trying to warn y'all, don't deal with these. Take the summer off or do whatever. Drain the swamp, poison the well to get do whatever you can to get rid of these people, because just because y'all don't like me, that's not the point. Not liking me doesn't make them a good guy. They're still a bad guy.
Yeah,
That's
and to add on that, I can't tell people what to do. but I am going to sit back and watch because I've seen what they've done to themselves. And if you don't think that they don't care enough about themselves, that they won't do it to you, you're wrong. If they don't even care enough about themselves and their own sector, like hell, when you come up. And so hey, you can only let people know. And so I know there'll be a lot of discussion around this, and oh, look at Jay Wilson doing this and everything. But again, all I'm telling you all is you all better take heed. And I saw enough junk in the news and those newspaper clippings about these people in this sector. And it's
Yes.
not and it's not one person, it's many of these people. These people have made it their life mission to destroy people in their sector. And when that lady, when Max, not Max, but hey Max Boogie, when Stargate said that she was trying to get our sector together before, girl, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. Olivia Pope couldn't even do that. All of
Right.
these lawsuits, all
Right.
of these people losing jobs, all of these people doing all of this stuff, and baby, you couldn't get that group together. And
There you
so
go.
my thing is, no, no, no. And I listened to you, but then when I found out what y'all was doing,
Mm.
y'all can't get that together.
Mm-mm.
That's beyond YouTube. That's beyond YouTube.
Yes, it is.
How you expect to get somebody together and people losing jobs and people are sending people to court, folk going to jail and all
It's too
kind of
much.
foolishness. And y'all think that y'all gonna get it together? No, Stargate, you can't get that together. That's some deep junk. And
And
you
it
know
has
what? And let
nothing
me
to
say
do
this,
with the
Stargate.
stadium.
Let me say this, Stargate. You left that out, boo boo.
Oop.
See, that's what you left out. See, you told it, but you didn't tell it all. See, this is the thing, and half a lie is all lie to me. And
That's
see,
right.
this
Thank
is
you.
why somebody sent me the rest of the piece of the puzzle because it was really interesting. You talking about you wanted to help black people, but y'all ain't even helping y'all own black people, and it's crazy. And it's no way I can believe that.
Hmm.
Ain't no way I
Remember, I
can
was
believe that
yelling
after I'm
receipts
seeing all of this
yesterday?
stuff,
Pastor, remember I was yelling receipts yesterday?
baby.
You got
Let
some
me say this.
receipts.
Let me
Okay.
say this.
Receipts.
Baby, y'all, let me say this. It's a lot going on in that group. And my thing is, I don't want that dysfunction. If y'all want it, y'all can have it. I don't want it. I don't want none of that stuff that them people are doing. Those people are doing some real serious stuff that is going to be involved in legals. There's still legal stuff going on. And again, somebody sent me the information and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Max Boogie, I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Hey,
Max,
hey,
not
Ted.
not not Max, not only a man Max, but women to Max,
Yeah.
women as well. It's not, see, we only know that story. We don't know the story of the other person. Baby, they have been doing a lot. You hear me?
Yep.
A lot. And we sitting up here, these are nice people, and yeah,
They
right.
crack
And like
me
I
up with that.
Yeah, and like I said, just because I like somebody, that don't mean you gonna come and eat dinner with me. I can like you, but I don't have to deal with you. And my thing is, I was like, well, I like the person's demeanor. It is what it is, but nobody is stupid.
And you know
And
what?
you,
Most
and
of
if you
these
thought I was
people,
gonna believe all of what she said, you crazy. Because
but wait a
again,
minute. Wait a
everybody
minute.
had a slant.
What most of these people are criminals, okay? They got a little block in a little town wherever they live. YouTube is like 50 blocks. So now they didn't crashed out being the criminal they are in a little town or then got took over by the next bully, whatever. Now they click on live and do it here, okay? Because they are loser there. They do it
Well, let
on
me say
here.
this. Let me say this, Gigi. No, no, no. Not all of these people are criminals, and it depends on who you're looking at. Now we have a few criminals, but these people are professional folk who are needing therapy.
Oh yeah.
These people have These people had homes and jobs, and again, baby,
Mhm.
no, they're weird, they're sick, they're narcissistic, and I think YouTube has pulled out the worst of them. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. It's sad. Just because
Well, Max Boogie though, he look, Max Boogie, he made it, but
it
at
ain't
what
that ain't
cost?
no money.
At what cost? At
Exactly.
what cost? And my thing is, I'm gonna let them folk have it, and he can make some more money, as far as I'm concerned. But what
Yeah.
they've done to him, and what they've done to this other lady, and all of this stuff, and the only reason why he's making money over here because we're not as vicious to come after him. But baby, if you don't think them boogers coming over to the beef sector, you wrong. And that's what people would get. You know, y'all open a whole portal for him and his kind to come on over and do the same thing.
And I think the audience members can talk to the people they like. How about y'all get
Well, look,
involved?
the paper people, y'all, let me say this. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to. I'm
Yeah.
going to stay over here and I'm going to make my money and I'm going to be right on over here. I don't need no collaborations with them.
No.
Those are some 1099s that I don't want to work with
Yeah.
because, baby, it comes with a price.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to tell you.
I
So,
saw it. Like I said, I saw it. Y'all like to make fun or whatever. I saw it. I did my investigation 3 years ago. I said I don't want to deal with certain type of
hold on, but
entity.
let me say this. Let me say this, Dee.
Hmm.
Baby, this was in 2023.
No, I know. I'm just saying
Oh, okay.
my interaction with certain people, but they're using the same blueprint, okay? To because they've watched.
Let me say this is crazy, and I don't
Yeah,
want it. And so binary, y'all can have at it. Do what
yeah.
you need to do. Put my name in your. I don't care. I'm done because where you're coming from and what they have done and what you all have done to each other is despicable. I don't want no parts of it.
I
That's not me. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I do things. And I'm just surprised that somebody like you would even be involved. And again, I'm good.
Oh, isn't that
Y'all
interesting
have
how
it.
they
I
show
mean,
up?
I mean, and it's not be. It's just like people who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything, and you
It's
still dealing.
exactly
And I just
that.
like what? So y'all do what y'all got to do.
I heard.
Y'all do what y'all gotta do. I mean, I've seen enough. I've seen enough news clips. I've seen enough news broadcasts. I've seen enough newspaper articles, and that
Right.
stuff is damaging. And I'm sitting there, and again, Stargate, honey, she left that out. Oh, she left a whole
Mm.
lot out. And like I said, I saw what I needed to do, and I'm good with that.
Hey, Pastor.
Hey, what's going on?
Did you hear some of my video? Did you
I
hear
heard
it?
some of it, and I just didn't like the underlining tone of it because my thing is
Mm.
Um, I don't think I'm soft. I think I am engaging so
Oh
people will
no,
tell me
no,
what I need.
no, no. Let me explain to. That's why I was glad you was on because
Okay.
somebody else said something. I think they misunderstood when I called you a soft target. What I meant by that is not you being soft, is that you would allow them on your platform to try to explain themselves. What you do is try to let a person talk themselves in a hole because you're good with words too. Do you see what I'm saying? And you're
Okay.
out of that. And if you're trying to find out information, of course you're not just gonna go blah blah blah. You MF or Gaga, you're gonna let them talk, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I got after what I heard on your panel last night, I understand what you was doing. Do you see what I'm saying? And the girl talked so much, I said, well, let me go over here and see what I can find, right? So, but if it had not been for your chat and that girl talking so much last night, I would not have went and tried to find something, because they tried to warn Brianna away from anti-Afro spin got it, right? So I'm thinking, why they so worried about that lady? That lady don't come over in nobody else's sector. For all I know, she been after Umar Johnson for years. That's all I know about her, right?
Yeah.
Now, whatever
Mhm.
other stuff they do to each other over there, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, only what I heard. And like I said, there are three or
Mhm.
four sides to the different
Well,
story.
baby,
I mean,
let
the
me say
same story.
this, Miss
And
Olivia. I got information today,
okay,
and it was through an
yeah,
email. And honey, they can have it all.
That's
I'm
what I. That's
telling
all I
you,
was trying to say, Jay
baby,
Wilson. I want to
these
give an
people are
informed opinion.
crazier than cat pee. And
Yeah,
I'm telling you, binary code is sitting right here. And
yeah,
brother, you can have all of that. I am
yeah,
very surprised that you are still dealing with these folks after what
yeah,
they have done to you, after
I,
they done to that other person. And the thing is, it is public. It is out there. And
yeah,
I'm not talking about, I'm
yep,
not talking about rumor stuff. I'm
yeah,
talking about in the news, in
yeah.
archive
Real,
stuff.
Yeah,
real.
that's what I'm saying, Jay Wilson. See, that's why I did the video, right? And so, and just like you said, you found out some stuff. I'm sure if people keep digging, they're gonna find out even more stuff. They destroyed their own selves. They took it
I
so
mean,
far in so much.
professional people, Olivia,
Uh,
professional people destroying
yeah,
themselves. I'm
and
not
they be
talking
supposed to
about,
work with children and being counselors and
oh
stuff
my
like that.
God, person.
Yeah,
That's scary.
And I mean, really. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? And if
Yeah,
that's what y'all doing, and if that's what some of the beef sector want, y'all
yeah.
have that. I'm
That's
good,
what
baby.
they
I'm
a new
good.
dark Jay Wilson. They darker than the old dark forest. Okay, that's the point I was trying to make. And also, just can I say this, sir? I didn't mean I wasn't trying to call you soft. I was saying they try to use you as a soft target. They figured they could come on your
right.
come on your chat and clout chase. That's all I
Yeah.
meant by that. And I hope you
Yeah.
didn't take it
I,
the
I'm,
wrong
I'm
way.
not. I'm not good. I did feel some kind of way because I'm like, well,
I'm
damn.
sorry.
You get it your way. I get it mine.
Yeah,
The
The
I
bottom
Bible
line.
was
But
a good
what I
lie.
did say, Olivia, is this:
uh-uh.
It's a good lie.
regardless of how we get it, I think
Yeah,
our focus was the same to expose
yes,
and say
Right.
this is some
yes,
dangerous stuff. So
yes,
I'm not to the point where I'm so this and this that I'm like, oh, F that and da da da. No, because I
yeah,
understand what you were trying to do. I
yeah,
understand what I was trying to do. And I
yeah.
think today what we are trying to do is really making an impact to say, hey, these people are not good
Right.
folks.
That's why,
And let me
and
say
I
this
just want to
to
pop. Can I apologize
I'm,
if you took it the wrong way?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good.
apologize. I didn't know it was about my.
The bottom line is what we have today. And
Yeah.
as far as Carmel Delight, it's not theatrical. It is not theatrical when
No.
somebody will have and yank your job from you and
Thank
you will
you.
have to go to court and you
Mm,
got to spend money on lawyers to
thank
keep
you.
your damn job.
Yeah.
That's not
But ain't we done seen
theatrical.
it before?
That's real. That's real stuff.
But ain't we done seen it before, Jay Wilson?
Yes. Yes.
We done seen it
Not
before.
let me say this, not at this level. Not
Oh
at
no,
this
not at
level.
this level, cause they on a whole nother level. I
But
do
that's where
agree.
they're trying to go with us.
They trying to rebrand, and that's where
Right.
they want to go. They want to be the new Dark
That's what
Forest.
she means. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant. That's all I meant. But let
Yeah.
me say this, Jay Wilson. Now you know people. Sometimes people don't take up on context clues, and so I just read a what do you call it? A wild post from Unlocked, right? And she says that I was um what is that boy say binary code. The reason why I was not what I supposed to come up there and holler bitch nigga blah blah blah. When I'm trying to find out, figure out your mindset, I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's probably what he expected. But why would I do that when I'm seriously trying to figure out your mindset? I'm trying to figure out how diabolical you think you are because of some of that stuff I heard, like Jay Wilson. It's very disturbing. So if I'm
And,
coming up there and I'm talking to you, it's for a reason. So I'm not trying to mammy or collar anybody, honey. You are confused. You can't catch up on context clues, or you have no discernment. You know what I mean? And you flat out don't know what the fuck you talking about. You need to pay
but the
attention to the
sad part
video.
about it is this is not this and I want y'all, the people who are listening, this is not rumor. This is
No,
news broadcast,
thank you,
written and visual.
Yep.
This
thank
stuff is
you,
out there. And I'm not
thank
going
you.
to dox these people because I know the location. And it's some sad damn stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my God. And
yeah,
again, that's what get me. These are not your typical um
trolls.
okay, this is not a wireless situation,
No,
okay?
No.
no, it's not. Absolutely.
This is somebody who done went to school, finished,
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and teaching in a professional
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere,
yep,
and these people are tearing each other up. And my thing
yeah,
is professional people doing it. It's almost like they get joy out of destroying
Yes.
everybody else's life. And this is what I
Yes.
say. I don't know what kind of demon or what kind of spirit is on them, because
Yep.
all I see is kill, steal, and destroy. And
That's
I
all
don't
I
care what,
see too.
let me say this. I don't care how long I've been fighting with Olivia. We know that it is beef sector, and I will never be looking for Olivia's social security number and
Right.
all of that. We don't do that.
You don't
Nuh-uh.
care.
That's crazy.
We
That's
don't do
crazy.
that.
That is
Hell no,
crazy.
no. Let me say this, Carmel, that like they'll
Mm-hmm.
find it. They'll find it. Either you believe me or you
Do
don't.
your own
But do your
research.
research. All I
You
know is
can
I
do it
got an
too.
email, and the email
You
showed me
do your
every last
research.
one of the news clippings and everyone.
Oh, here
So
come the
so
trolls,
you
y'all.
go find it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all do the research yourself.
And
Yeah.
Cruiser, you're right. You're right. All I'm saying is
Yeah.
we done said what we said,
Do your
and
own
y'all do what
research.
y'all want to. And that's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like I have to say, if you red balled it back, I'm not here to tell you how to run your platform. I'm not
Nope.
here to tell you to do anything. But let me say this. This is some serious stuff. And at the end of the day, do what you gotta do.
Right, Cruiser.
Yeah.
Right, Cruiser.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Exactly.
Yep.
gonna say. So Cruiser, that's all I'm gonna say, baby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and my thing is, if these people don't give a damn about themselves, like hell, they're gonna give a damn about you. So y'all
I
make
know
Right.
those
that's right.
decisions. And one thing you can't say is that we lie. And
Nope.
Binary Code was sitting right up here, and he ain't said we lied, because he knows that we're telling the truth. And
Yeah.
those
Absolutely.
Same
videos
thing you
are
did on
out
my
there.
panel. You didn't say I told a lie. You didn't say I told a lie, Jay Wilson.
Nope.
That's why I played the video. I'm not trying to say that Lady Slim is clean either. I'm just trying to. This is like you said, demonic. It's a very scary
It's
situation.
really, and so that's all I'm gonna say. That's
Did you
all I'm
and
gonna say,
did you know that Miss Things was threatening people with firearms?
baby. I'm just like I said. And see, this is the thing. These people are real bold to tell you what other folk have done,
Yeah.
but they won't say anything about them. And if you tell the whole panoramic story,
Yeah.
oh,
Deflection.
but baby, all I'm gonna say
Mm.
is them video clippings of the
Hmm.
news, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking about credible news,
Yeah.
network news,
Yeah.
okay? ABC, NBC, CBS,
Okay.
um,
Real
newspaper.
journalism.
I'm not talking about, I'm talking about like the Cincinnati Enquirer. I'm just calling out newspapers. I'm not saying, I'm talking about that kind of stuff where
Mm.
there's a reporter and there has to be thorough investigation before they run a story. I'm talking
Mm.
about that type of stuff. So maybe y'all can take it from
Yeah.
there. But that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say, I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. I didn't mean it that way.
No, I think at the bottom line, I think the whole goal was to let folk know and to sound the alarm. And like I
Yeah.
said, to Miss Cruz, baby, all I'm gonna do now is sit and watch. Because if anybody is that crazy, do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
So,
what you got to do. Do
but
what you
but
got
Miss
to do.
Olivia, I saw it today, and when I
Yeah.
saw it, my mouth just dropped. I'm like pictures and all pictures, names,
Everything.
everything, all. I mean,
Oh my
government
God.
names and and
Oh.
and people giving their opinion on how they feel, and I'm like, oh hell.
Mm-mm. Oh my God. That's a scary
So
situation.
yeah,
And
it
I
is.
just seen one video and just a little bit of a thing, and I didn't even see none of what you saw, Jay Wilson. But I heard enough to know that it's a scary. These are very dark people,
Mhm.
and it's a very scary situation.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
saw
people
more
that
than two
have nothing.
videos. Baby, I saw videos in
Mm,
newspaper articles. So
wow.
I don't know what LSA got, but baby,
Mm.
trust me, some people live in that area and they got more than LSA, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh
Hmm.
wow. Oh wow.
And shout
Oh
out
wow.
Hmm.
to the supporters and the subscribers and the people that care. Shout out to
Yeah, and the
you.
people that care, right? But we know
Yeah.
we got a lot of people over here,
We got
Gigi,
a
that
lot
love
of
that kind of
angels over
stuff.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of people over here that love that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And they'll naturally float on over there if that's what they're about. We done seen it before. I mean, we done seen this before. We done had a dark forest, before. But it's up to you if you choose to deal with it or not. And all we want, but some people just flat out did not have informed information
They don't
enough to
listen.
make an informed decision.
Hmm.
That was the reason for my video as well as Jay Wilson's video. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to start no beef with nobody, but I'm just not gonna sit up here and
But
see
some
somebody pulling the
people
wool
were
over people's
informed.
And
eyes
can
and
we
they
say
going for it.
that everybody ain't jealous?
No,
Nobody
just
ain't
a
jealous.
whole
I
But
mean,
some
people kept on
people
saying
were
y'all hating, y'all
informed.
hating, y'all jealous of these numbers and all, but y'all don't know the
Yeah.
background and what these people went through. Y'all don't see
exactly.
this stuff.
Let me say
That's
this. They
ridiculous.
were informed.
Well,
Sorry.
they done been informed now. I
They
tell you
now
that.
they're publicly informed. They were
Yeah, now they
informed.
publicly informed. You know, you look at the
Yes.
video, you're gonna get the info. You
Right,
know,
right.
but even if you get the info and you don't feel the way about it, you know, if that's going, hey, that's a good cloud chase because there's a lot of people that have that type of mentality. So okay,
Sure. Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's on you. But we just before
Yeah,
the
we are
people
binary
that
code because you know it's not a lie and you know it's the truth. And my thing is this, you know, I look, I'm just, yeah. See, this is why I look at people, and this is why y'all need to realize that everybody ain't hating. Everybody ain't hating. I know a lot of people will talk about some. This is YouTube, yeah, but we have communities in YouTube. We really do. And my thing is, yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on, and
yeah,
we have a lot of positive things going on. Just as sure as we can roast and gag,
Yeah.
people can go and have events and do
Oh yeah.
events without having foolishness going on. And
Right.
yeah,
so now I hope y'all realize that there are a lot of people who do live for strife and chaos, and that's what they
damn
want.
right.
And my thing is this: I didn't go over there courting these people. I didn't go over there bringing these folk back. And,
Exactly.
and my thing is, I didn't do that. And
Nope.
then when they were trying to click links and stuff, and then when people were sounding alarm, then there's a big issue. And it's always look at them over there hating and all of that stuff. And now
Uh-huh.
that I've seen what's going on, y'all crazy. Y'all
Yep.
crazy. Y'all
Yep.
crazy. And maybe some of these people don't give a damn because they don't have nothing to lose. Maybe
Right.
they done did everything now, so it ain't nothing big for them because they already done. But look, it's
Right.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
People that don't have nothing to lose will make you lose everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And code, like I said, I know you in here, and I'm not hating on your education because again, whatever you got, and I'm not mad
Mhm.
because of it. But my thing is, damn,
What are you
I mean,
doing with
really?
it? What are
What
you
are you doing
doing
with
with
it?
it?
Well, it's not even what you're doing with it. It's
Well,
just like, well, damn,
for
you
me,
know,
he's not doing nothing with it.
No,
I'm
me either.
saying it for me.
Why would you want to
mm,
put this type of carbon footprint on you? This type of why would you want to have this type of internet footprint? You know, if
Right.
you go to get a job that's really willing to pay you some money, and a lot of people on jobs these days, when they want to employ you, they go dig up your carbon footprint. I mean, your not the your internet footprint or whatever. And if they find out this derogatory and stuff, they can keep you from getting a good job.
I have a
mm.
question.
Yes.
I went, and this is for Olivia. Olivia, was you drinking a little bit yesterday or what?
Who is this? Me? No, I wasn't drinking yesterday. I was being funny.
No,
Why you say that?
you were just look. I listened to that live because I was working, and you
Mm.
just came off really like belligerent, like really combative towards that girl. And I
Cause I
was
know
like,
she full of shit.
yeah, but let me just say this. If you feel that way about all of them, Olivia, you was on Code's panel. I think it was on Friday, right?
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah, absolutely.
And how come you don't ever give him that energy?
On his panel,
Yeah.
cause that's his channel.
But this ain't Joe channel. This is Jay Wilson's channel.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not even trying to be like mean, but the way you came off, I would be embarrassed because you're supposed to
Okay.
be older. You're supposed to be pro-black, and the way you treated that girl, I mean,
Uh huh.
you, make no mistake, you can always give her the side eye, but it was
Uh
just
huh.
like, damn, Olivia, like what was going on? What
Because
was
they are
that?
over. These are very scary people. And this is a very I don't know how she full of shit. That's why I gave it to her. Cause see, sometimes you're not the smartest apple in the barrel. You're not as smart as you think you are. Okay, and you're not insulting everybody's intelligence. So if you feel like I did too much or whatever, it's unfortunate, but
You kind
I
of
gave
get
you
too
the
much.
type
I
of
feel like
energy
us as black people, we got to have a little bit more decorum about ourselves
this
because,
is YouTube, honey. This is the beef section. This the internet. Okay, I don't have to
okay,
respect
but you don't
nobody
give that
because they
same
don't have to
smoke to them.
respect me. But
But
I
here,
respect
let
your
me just say this.
opinion.
Let me say this. It's coming off a little bit mammy-ish. And the
Okay,
reason I say that is because you do this to girls. You got a lot of shit to say about women, but you
uh
ain't
huh.
never got nothing to say about none of these niggas. And you've been on that nigga's
Really,
panel.
really.
You've been on his panel. You ain't
Yeah.
giving that type of smoke, Olivia.
If I'm hitting somebody's panel, honey, it's for a reason. You ought to know that by now. If I'm hitting anybody's panel, it's for a reason. It's not to argue. It's not to shoot the shit. It's because I want to know. And how I get the information that I need for me is how I get the information that I need for me. And I can't get the information that I need. You treat people accordingly. How I treated that girl yesterday is because she was up her bullshit. She was saying a whole lot of stuff, but she really wasn't saying nothing at all. Cole is somebody that is very manipulative. He is very smart. You have to treat him a different way to get his crazy out of him. That
And
girl,
then
she was easy.
let me
So
say
if you
this. Jay
see, let me
Wilson.
finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
go ahead.
So if
Go
you
ahead.
see that it's mammying, I understand that is your opinion. But the way I disseminate information and get information from people to make an informed decision as it pertains to me is how I choose to do that. So, but
But
you got every
you
right to
don't even
think.
have
Look,
all the
you're not letting me
information,
finish.
Oracle.
You're not
You
letting me
don't even
finish.
have all the information, and that's why it looks so
But
crazy
no,
when you
no,
go
but
up
right.
there blind,
That's
going
why
off
I
like
had
that.
enough. I got enough. You should look at my video. I got enough. I got enough between last night and last week and today to form my opinion. And my
Uh,
opinion is such as it is.
all right, Jay Wilson. You asked her yesterday. You said, okay, if you said something, but you was like, would you leave that sector? Do you remember that conversation you had with her? You was like, would you leave that sector?
I remember the question because I was saying, why are you with this dude when you can do your own thing, and would you leave that sector? Da da da. I believe I'm
Yeah,
saying that like you're giving a lot of information, and it seems like it's a double agent type thing. So what's
Thank
going
but
you.
on?
Jay Wilson, my
Mhm.
question is, you've been doxxed to the woo-ha on the sector, and you haven't left this sector. So why would you expect her to leave her sector and the people that she knows? And it's not even like you was like, would you leave that sector and become, be home here at this sector? Like you want the girl to be sectorless? Like what's going on with that?
Well, she's not going to be homeless. It's not like she's going to lose money. I mean,
Right.
but my thing
But my
is,
question to you,
my
Phil, is
question is, my question is, hold on.
why are you so combative when it comes to something that really don't have nothing to do with you?
I'm actually not combative. And it's not we. I don't know what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with me. I'm a viewer just like you all are.
No,
And
Yeah.
I
I mean as
saw.
far as no, I mean as far as me for instance trying to disseminate information in the ways that I choose to disseminate it. Like you
Because you
seem
only
like you're
treat
real
women that
angry,
way. You only
huh?
treat women that way. And
Let
that's
me,
why I
can
say you
I,
come
okay.
You
off like
don't
a
know how I treat
mammy.
women. You
You
don't know
only
nothing
treat
about
women.
my
Let me
So,
life.
tell you something. You're not pro-black. You practice
You
tribalism. It's
don't
all
know what
about you and
I
your
am.
people.
All you know is
Okay,
what
I'm
I see
telling
on
you what I
YouTube.
see. I'm
All
telling
you
you what
know
I
is what
see,
you see on
Olivia. But
YouTube.
it's not about me being
but
combative.
seven.
No,
I'm
it's
just
So,
not
asking
about you.
so,
questions.
It really
so
is not.
to
It
answer your
really is
question.
not about you, but you
Yes,
entitled
please
to your
answer
own
my
opinion.
question.
So to answer
Please
your
answer.
question, it was just a
Yes.
question. But as a person who does docs, because you were known to docs, then you should know
Yes.
better. Because that's what you do.
I
And so seven,
and I've
I think
been
there's a lot of things.
I've
And I
been
mean,
doxxed.
and again,
I've doxxed.
unfortunately, again,
I've doxxed and
I
I've
may be
been
a little
doxxed.
silly because I believe that you were pregnant. Oopsie. So I guess we all make mistakes,
I
don't
mean,
we?
you
I
wanna
mean, we
take
all
things.
make mistakes,
You can
don't
do
we?
that. I
I
mean,
mean,
and I feel like you're
we all make
deflecting.
mistakes, don't we,
I feel
Seven?
like you're
So, I mean, I
deflecting
really
right
believe you.
now.
I'm like, it's
Don't
Seven,
deflect.
she's
Don't
pregnant. You went
deflect.
to a whole
Don't
gynecologist and
deflect.
got a whole
Don't
x-ray. And I'm like,
deflect.
okay, maybe she
Don't
is pregnant.
deflect. Why
But
you
to my
deflecting?
chagrin, you were not
Oh,
pregnant.
you don't have the nerve, Jay
Unfortunately, you're not
Wilson.
pregnant. So
Shit, you
again,
don't have the
Seven,
nerve.
I mean,
You
it's
must have hit a
big, but coming
motherfucking
from a
nerve.
doctor
Cause you sitting
yourself,
up here
it is what it
crying.
is. But
Don't
it's all
cry.
good, man.
You've been
I'm
crying
not
for the
crying.
past
I'm not crying
six
because I'm not the one who
motherfucking
lied.
days.
I'm not the
Get the
one who
fuck
lied to
out
say
of
I
here.
was
I don't give
pregnant.
a fuck.
I was
Nigga,
not
you
the one
lied.
who
Let me
lied
tell
that
you
I was
something. You
pregnant. I wasn't
lied
saying that I
about
was
the
sleeping with
roach in
somebody
your
with
house, nigga.
herpes. You was
You
the one who said you was
lied.
sleeping with
You
that man with
been
herpes.
lying,
You was the
motherfucker.
one up there
You're a
showing that man like a piece
liar.
of
You
candy.
are
Look at
a
my new boo. Look
liar.
at my
You're
new
a
boo. Look at my new
liar.
boo.
You
And then he
been lying
ghosted
on
you.
this
Then he ghost you.
motherfucker.
Then
You
he ghost
been
you out. And
lying.
then who was
You
trying to
been
look for the woman's
lying.
information?
You
But
have
I mean,
been
that's you,
lying.
Seven. Are you still having that baby? Are you still having that baby? Oh, I thought not. Girl, you better go ahead and play with somebody. But thank you for coming. God
Yeah.
bless you. Moving right along. I mean,
Yeah.
the nerve.
The
And
nerve.
again,
Okay.
that's
And
her
then as
trying to
far as
have,
I'm a
that's
mammy, they
her,
don't
that's her
know.
trying to
They
have
need to
a
go down and
moment.
look at some of my videos, honey, to tell you if I'm a mammy or not, because I've been to it with men just as well as I've been to it with women. But men don't come at me like that over here. So I don't gotta go at them like that. But I have done it. You
I
better go
mean,
down
but
and
this
look
is
at
the
some of
thing,
my old
Olivia.
videos.
Let me say this. That was
And
for a
it make you
moment.
so mad,
But
Jay Wilson. She knows that. Cause
but
she
hold
have
on. But
that been
Olivia,
doxed me.
but Olivia, that was for a moment. That's
I
all
know.
that was for. Because whether that girl left herself or not, it wasn't gonna make a big difference. And then she said, since I've been doxxed, and she's a doxer. So again, what are you trying to say? If it was for a moment, and I hope she got
Right.
her moment. But my thing is, everybody makes mistakes. I thought she was really pregnant. So anyway, I guess everybody makes mistakes, right?
There you go.
So it was for a moment, but the bottom line is, you all, people do what they need to do. And,
Right.
and you all I'm saying is I saw a lot of news stories about these people in these situations. Binary
Right.
never said it was a lie. Binary was on here right now, and he said he was just honest with his. Well, Binary, a lot of your folk aren't honest with theirs. And so even knowing this, it causes me to pause and say, you know what? Something's quite ain't right. And as a person who has been doxxed because of this foolishness, and not by somebody in the beef sector, these were not beef sector people, then you know what? I don't take that lightly. And I kind of look and see what you're doing and how you're trying to manipulate and move things. And it's just really interesting. And
Right.
so it is what it is. So
Right.
do what you got to do. In B sector, all this is to make you aware. That's it.
That's
I'm
all.
not telling you where you should go. I'm not telling you what you should do. I am just
Mhm.
giving you the information that was given to me. It is
That's all.
public. It is out there. I don't want to dox these people any more than they have been doxed, because it
Mm-mm.
is out there. It is out there. So all I'm saying to you is, if you want to find it, Miss Cruiser said it was on Lipstick Alley, so maybe you gonna find it there. But baby, it's more stuff. And I'm telling you what, where y'all seen two items, I seen more than two items, and that's all I'm gonna say. So all I think, and again, it would be easy to fight Miss Olivia and say this and third and everything. I understand what Miss Olivia was trying to do, even though I may not agree with all her methods and tactics. She does
Right.
what she does. I do what I do. It was a misunderstanding. But the biggest thing, and I think what we can all take away from this, is that we have some people with some really serious messed up motives out there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and to sound the alarm, if nothing else,
Yep.
to sound the alarm.
Sound
And
the
And
alarm.
can I say this? Seven, you was a little off. Jay wasn't telling her to leave her sector. He was telling her, along with me, that she need to get up from under that a-hole. That's what we were telling her. So I just want to make that clear.
Well, maybe
Okay.
she having a bad day.
well, it's a moment, y'all. People are having a moment, and
Right.
unfortunately, and I could go farther, but I'm not. I'm not, because
I don't blame you.
I think people get off on you going at them,
Mm-hmm.
and she could have a moment, and I'm glad she got her moment.
Me
But
too.
yeah, the bottom line is, Olivia does things her way. Olivia could be harsh, because you did curse that girl out. You did call her B, Olivia. And I'm like, well, dag. And so I'm sitting there like, okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but but I think that we have enough information from all of those people we've seen, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. Jay Wilson, stop letting certain people from other sectors love bomb you. It ain't genuine. Gums, I don't know who you're talking about love bomb me because I'm not the
Mm-hmm.
one who flew to Vegas or Los Angeles looking for somebody. I think you got me. I think you got me mixed up with Honest Row. That's not me at all, at
Mm-hmm.
all, at all. So I
Yeah,
think you got me mixed up.
Folks
Did
is so
somebody just click
crazy.
on the link? That's Gigi. So I think you got me mixed up.
sorry about
Um,
that.
like I said, and I've always said this, and I'm quoting from Issa Rae: "Simple bitches love compliments.
That's
Don't think
right.
because you give me a compliment that I'm gushing and all over.
Thank
I
you.
see right through it. And like I said, all I do is let you do it, so then
Yeah,
I can see what the real you is, and
right.
that's it, y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all, I don't know why
I
I'm
don't.
washing
I don't
dishes.
know
I'm gonna
what.
let me put these dishes in the dishwasher because I don't know what I'm. Every time I get
Okay,
on YouTube now, I want to wash
you got to do
dishes.
your dishes.
Every time I get on
So,
YouTube, I want to.
Olivia, I don't know what part you heard or didn't hear before I got my phone call, but 7. We were trying to tell the lady to leave him, not her sector, because I do think she wants to make her sector better, but being under him is not.
And what
And
I just said is, I don't think she can make her sector better because her sector's gone too
exactly,
far. And
Ooh.
again, it's a lot of stuff that I've said, but it is what it is.
they don't want to
Lafie,
listen.
Lafie, you would have to go to Lipstick Alley. There are some
Yes, I know.
videos dealing with legal issues
Right.
and some things concerning some people in that sector.
Hmm.
And I don't want to dox because it has a geographical location, and I don't want to put all of that out, but it's out there. It's out
Well,
there for sure.
they're smarter. They claim to be smarter than me. Y'all go find it.
What? Are you serious?
She invited
Y'all
me.
see that?
Mm.
Wow.
Oh damn. What? What? Oh my God.
Well, Sheffy, let me read this. And so, Sheffy, if this is the case, then I don't think we're going to meet, boo, because we're not here for no foolishness. But Sheffy, it
No.
says, Pastor, please be careful around Sheffy. She invited more 3 people to Vegas, and they're talking about robbing people on
Oh
the
my
trip.
God.
So, Bree, how did you find this out? Who gave you that information? I'm about who, what, when, where, and how.
Right.
Verify your information because this is a serious allegation. So since you made this serious allegation, and this is only allegedly because I don't know and I haven't heard from Sheffy, how do you know and where were you and who said what? Now I'm just only asking this question because when you make allegations
Receipts.
like this, I want to make sure that we're not just throwing something out there.
Receipts.
Nah, baby, it ain't
Receipts.
mafia.
Receipts.
Jay Wilson, can I just say thank you for having me up here? And
Not
once
a problem
again,
at all.
I didn't mean it in any derogatory way. Okay.
I don't take it as that. I mean,
Okay.
I think sometimes grown people have to
Yeah.
get on and discuss things because,
Yeah.
again, I heard a little bit of your morning show and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what? And, so I'm like, no, I said I just have a different way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing is, and of course, Gigi was on here when I said this, is that
Mm-hmm.
no matter what the deal is, I think Miss Olivia goal was my goal is to
Right.
sound the alarm and let these
Absolutely.
people know that these people are not who they
Absolutely.
say they are. And I
Yeah.
said, if that's the goal, regardless of how it gets there,
Yeah.
I'm good with
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
my thing is, like I said,
It was
stuff
a good
happens.
show. It was a good
It
Yeah.
show.
happens.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens.
You
So
see,
so if I
my goal is not to
overreacted,
accuse you.
accept my apology because
No, no
again,
problem.
I do hear things and I'm like,
Yay.
okay, and so it's all good.
Yeah, no
Um,
problem. Yeah, because this wasn't about us. You see what I'm
it
saying?
really wasn't
Right.
about
And,
us.
and the
That's why I
goal
don't
really
care what
is to
people
see.
say in the chat. It ain't about me. Read the title. Focus.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
and
it's
see,
about.
really, let me say this too. Olivia and I could have been fighting over some stupid
Right.
and
That's what
insignificant,
they want.
but missing the whole point of why we were on here in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
A
But
lot of
how I
people out
felt,
there
yeah.
clearly, Jake Wilson, A lot of people are missing the point because they're up there talking about nonsensical. So you're gonna hit the link because you hide outside, you having a bad day or something, and you want to put a title on me when girl, bye.
It's like focus, focus, stop,
Yeah.
and then they try to take something that won't accomplish what we're talking about. I
Not
Yeah.
was there when I
nothing. Ain't nobody paying attention to this stuff.
ain't
Anyway, let me
nobody
get off
giving
here, Jay Wilson. I'll
lip.
see you and GG later. Thank
All right.
y'all.
Thank
Yeah.
All
you,
right, bye bye.
Olivia. Thank you. Oh my God.
So I'm still interested in what this lady Bree Couch thing, how she got this, because
Wow.
again, I think that's very interesting. But if that's the case,
But wait
hey,
a minute. It ain't Sheffy's trip, so how can
hold
she
on for a
invite the
minute.
whole
Well,
sector?
it's not Sheffy's trip, but Sheffy is meeting people in Vegas, and
Oh,
so Mo three. She's okay. So Bree Couch thing
let me
says some
see.
Mo three people were on several panels talking about jumping, envy, and robbing folk. And Uncle Rex told them on Lemon's panel to stop talking so much before they get set up.
Oh my God.
Mm, okay, well, we'll see.
What? You
Somebody
you
said I
don't
heard
deal
that
with
some people are
anybody in
going
this
to get
sector, do you?
touch in Vegas. Jay Wilson, just be very careful. All right, I'm
Do
listening to
you deal
people.
with
They
anybody
said
in the most
Sheffy
sector?
told Mahia's panel she's bringing a weapon to protect.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well I'm gonna say this. No, until this is cleared up,
Mm,
Sheffy, girl, we gonna skip meeting because again, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's too many people saying the same thing. And my thing is, Sheffy, you need to clear this up. And Sheffy, it's not good for your rep, but I don't really want to meet you if this is what you're going to be doing and this is what you're about. We only wanted to meet you because you seemed like you were getting neglected and we felt some kind of way. But right now, if this is what you're about and this is what you're doing, then I'm sorry. I don't do this kind of
and
stuff.
anybody
And let me
can
tell
join
you
the
and let me tell
panel.
you
I'm not
what's
a
bothering
co-host.
me too about this too,
Okay.
Sheffy. Let me tell you what's bothering me about this too.
Jesus.
It's the dog situation. And I don't know if you thought that was funny or not, but I really meant what I said where you all are going too far. And it's almost like that you all are at Circus having a whole good day. So until Sheffy clears this up, it's off. We still coming to Vegas, of course, but I don't want to meet anybody who's surrounded under this cloud of mess
Right.
and all of this kind of stuff because we're not coming to Vegas for that. And I'm not saying that Sheffy is in this. I'm just saying that it has her name in it.
Right.
And I'm thinking of the people's safety and my safety as well. And when I hear this kind of stuff, I take it seriously. And I think Sheffy needs to clear this up. It's not a predicated upon me because you never heard me say that I was coming to do something to Sheffy. It's always been Sheffy, we'll hang out, we'll have a great time.
Mm,
Never this. So when I hear this kind of stuff, I have alarm and I step back. So all I'm saying to you all is that you know, until we get this cleared up, we're not meeting. I don't care what people gotta say. I don't care what people will say. It doesn't matter because again, we're dealing with a lot of people who are not beef sector. We
right.
don't know them. We don't know what these people are capable of doing. And so at the end of the day, I am not willing to meet anyone under this controversy. And that's it. That's it. That's all. I'm not saying that Sheffy has anything to do with it, but her name is in it, and unless it's cleared up, I'm really not interested in meeting because we don't do this kind of stuff, and that's all I got to say about that.
You don't deal with anybody in the most sector, most three
I
sectors.
don't. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't.
So
I
why
don't.
you can't be inviting? If you invited to a wedding and it's a +1, you can't bring other people. What's wrong with folks? It's
Yeah,
just
I'm looking. I'm reading what these people are saying.
okay. Is Sheffy gonna hit the link?
No, Miss Cruiser. No. Mm-mm. No, I don't think it is. I'm saying to Sheffy, we can clear it up, and when we clear it up, then we'll go on from there. But
Well,
until it gets
so
cleared up,
negative.
because I'm gonna err on the side of safety, honey. See, I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna err on the side of safety, and I'm like I said, until I hear from Sheffy, then I want to. I mean, I'm hearing a couple of people say that, and it is what it is. That's all I'm saying. Not look.
Oh my
You
God.
can go meet Sheffy, but until it gets cleared up with me, I'm not changing my position. I'm gonna stay on this position, and I'm not changing it. So that's how I feel. So Sheffy, what's going on with all of this stuff here?
Oh God.
What is happening, Jay Wilson?
Well, baby, they said that you don't see the link here. Let me go back to some of this stuff. Hold on. Let me go back real quickly. What they're saying is Rex told Lemon last night to be careful of people because the younger him will go to Vegas to rob because okay. So what they're saying is that you're setting folk up, and that people who are in the Mo3 sector will be there. Okay, listen to this. Now this is coming from Bree Couchstang, but I just want to clear it up with you. Some Mo3 people were on several panels talking about jumping envy and robbing folk, and Uncle Rex told them on Lemon's panel to stop talking so much before they get set up. And then hold on for a minute here. Let me go to that other one because I told somebody I need facts. I need to know what y'all talking about. Have to be careful around Chef. Is she invited Mo3 people to Vegas and they're talking about robbing people on the trip. So I'm like, what are you talking about? What's going on? Who, what, when, where, how? That's what I told them. Somebody said I heard Rex and some other people joking about it. So Sheffy, I'm coming to you. And this is why I wanted to clear it up. And I'm glad you clicked my link because people are saying they're hearing a lot of this stuff. Now, Cruiser said, but Couch think did you hear Sheffy say that? So Sheffy, I'm just asking you the question because again, let me say this. I got people coming. I'm concerned for folks' safety. And again, I'm B sector. I don't know nobody in the Mo3 sector or any of those sectors. I'm only asking you to get clarity on it because as much as I want to meet you, I don't want to meet you under a cloud of controversy and people might get hurt or something might go down. And I'm doing my due diligence. I hope you can understand. I'm not saying that you are involved with this because I know people lie. But you got to understand if I have all of those people coming to Vegas, then I need to be very careful with them. And I don't deal with stuff like that. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in any of that. So that's why I'm coming to you now. And that's what I'm hearing, Sheffy. So if it's not right and if people lying, please go ahead and let me know.
That is correct, Jay Wilson. I'm not trying to bring no drama. I'm not fighting anybody. I wasn't on the link. I actually really don't know what you're talking about. I mean,
Okay.
the Mo3 sector people, some of them are going, but that's with the whole Nest situation. I know Cam Talk Too Much is coming, but that's all I got. But
Okay.
no
But
fighting.
Sheffy, let me say this. I'm serious about having a good time on my trip. I am serious about, and I'm not saying you're doing this. I mean, because I'm telling you, I don't like controversy and all of this stuff. So I'm glad I had a chance to speak with you. I know a lot of people may not like you, Sheffy. So I understand. But let me tell you, I believe in the law, honey. I believe in the law. I don't sense that you're a type of person that do that. But
No,
Chevy, I'm
definitely
honest
not.
because again,
Definitely not
I
doing.
don't play that kind of stuff. And like I said, we in the B sector have gone on trips and no incidents as long as we've been in the B sector, and no one has had incidents of violence except when Wiley got slapped by Rico because he left that boy to go with that other boy and he had that chicken in the bag and he slapped. Yeah, that's the only violence that I know because somebody got slapped, and that was DC Gate. But that's it. So all I'm saying is, that's what I'm concerned about. Now, I don't care who invites who to their event, but I'm really concerned about mine. And so that's what I have to say. And I just wanted to hear from you, Chef. Now the people said she ain't gonna tell you everything. Well, Nessie, why are you saying she lying? Many people have confirmed this info. They said Chevy will have a weapon passer.
Ooh, no, no. Can you have that person hit the link? Seems like they're fighting with me
Nessie,
for some odd
Nessie,
reason.
she said hit the link. Now, let me say this. I think Sheffy is in the right. If you all are accusing Sheffy of this, then please tell her, because Sheffy is saying you all are wrong. And I'm gonna put my link down here. And if you all think all of this is going down, and if you have information, and if you can prove that Sheffy is lying, then hit the link. Oh, you at work?
So convenient.
Let me
They at
see,
the
Dr.
spa.
J. Well,
Well,
let me
no,
say this
Pastor.
though. Let me say this. If Sheffy is bringing a weapon, it better be a licensed weapon. She ain't getting through TSA with a weapon. Now she can check it in, but honey, she ain't getting through TSA with no weapon. And that's all I'm gonna say
Definitely
about
not.
that.
Yeah.
And so, but we will see. But Sheffy, look, just be aware of this. Just be aware. And I'm gonna tell you, Sheffy, if I feel that stuff ain't right, I cut stuff, because I'm just not with foolishness. I'm just not. And I don't want to ruin people's vacations. We're coming for 3 days to have fun. I ain't accusing you of nothing, Sheffy, but you understand, if you were doing a trip and you have people going as well, you want to make sure that they're safe and that nothing is going to happen to them, because again, this is not for a click of view. You know, we're really trying to have this. And my thing is, I would be most disappointed knowing that I was coming out because of how you were treated, and to meet you, and then not to be able to meet you when I get to Vegas because of all of this other foolishness. So all I'm saying is, I ain't trying to make a big thing of it, Sheffy. Just know who I am and what I do, and I don't think you that type of person either, Sheffy. But you seem like
No,
you have a
I'm
lot of
glad that
people.
you told me to come up here so I can come and so it won't grow no legs.
Yeah, because it's getting ready to grow legs, and it's getting ready to grow legs, and I mean, a lot of people are saying yes, yes, yes. And my thing is, let me say this to these other content creators: y'all gonna be held responsible. So y'all watch these folk. I'm telling you,
But
watch these people.
Pastor, I just want to let you know too. It seems like they're saying that it was on Lemon's panel, and I'm still currently blocked in Lemon, so that had nothing
I
to
have
do
a
with me.
question for you, Sheffy. Now I am gonna
Uh,
be messy, and I am gonna be messy, and I'm gonna come
okay,
right
well,
on
come
and
on,
ask
be
you a
messy,
question.
Pastor. God
Are you
dang it.
still gonna meet those people after all of this stuff, and after all of this stuff that you're hearing now, and what people are trying to accuse you of? Or are you still gonna meet them now? Whether you do or not, it doesn't matter, because what you meet and who you meet don't have nothing to do with me. I'm just nosy. I'm just curious, and I'm just
Pastor,
asking a question.
I want to meet everybody.
Do you
Now,
want to meet everybody, even when
the only
everybody don't
thing
want to
we
meet
hold on,
you?
Pastor. The only thing we gonna do is just get a tattoo together. There's gonna be me, Brooke, Lolo, and Ness. So that's all I'm
Interesting.
doing. That's all I'm doing is getting a tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's all I'm
Okay.
doing, getting a little tattoo. But other than
Okay.
that, I'm free as a bird.
Okay, I was just asking, baby.
Hmm.
All right. Well, look, Chef, I'm glad that you came up here to, let me know what was going on. I'm still a little leery, but we will see. I'm just telling you, it's a lot going on out here. And again, after all of the stuff, no, no, Cruiser, I'm not kicking anybody to the curb, Cruiser. Of course, Cruiser, I'm not kicking. Chef, do you feel like I'm kicking you to the curb?
No, no,
Okay, I
no.
just want to make sure, because Cruiser feel that way, but I don't give a damn what Cruiser say, because Cruiser cruises, and she knows that people's safety are utmost important. And my thing is, I'm glad you came up here, because my thing is, until I heard from Sheffy, I had made the decision that I ain't meeting nobody until I met with Sheffy and talked to Sheffy. So I don't think I'm throwing Sheffy away. I think I'm having a conversation with Sheffy, because I'm not playing with folk, and I don't care who the hell you are. I won't meet with you if people start saying crazy stuff about you. Hell, I won't meet with you now, especially, girl, don't get me started. So again, so we don't have to ever worry about that. So don't worry about who I'm throwing away or not throwing away. I make my own decisions. I do what I need to do. And that's it. Now, I do plan to meet with Sheffy. But
Yes.
I had to get that together because when I'm hearing people say this and people are saying this, and the third, and people are going to be this and that, then it's my due diligence to talk to people and stop stuff until I'm sure. Now, Cruiser, you too wise for that. You too churchy for that. I mean, I think you worked on a church security team. You too wise for that, Cruiser. You too wise for that. Come on now. Don't play nobody stupid, Cruiser. So again, Sheffy, let me let you know I'm not throwing you away. I do want to meet you, and I think I've expressed that. But I'm not willing to meet anybody at the demise or put other people's safety in jeopardy. You do understand that, Sheffy, and I want to make sure that's clear.
Pastor, I understand everything, and I know where I'm at. It's nothing. It's really
Okay,
nothing.
all right.
It
No, but
really is, and
I'm just being
I can't
real.
wait to meet you in Vegas too. I'm
Great.
serious.
I'm just being real because I don't appreciate this thing. I'm throwing you away and doing all of that stuff. No, I don't play that shit. I want to know what's going on, and I'm direct, and I'm not beating behind the bush because again, I'm seeing this, and people are coming, and I don't know these folks. I have know the beef sector people, and now we have all of these other people coming in. So I'm not throwing anybody away, and to even insinuate that, I think it's just for a click in the view or for something. Yes, Miss Cruiser.
I'm not even
Hey,
interested in
Miss
speaking of
Cruiser.
you. I don't do much for my channel.
Okay,
But
great.
you're going, the whole idea of you going was because you felt a certain type of way of how Sheffy was being treated.
That is correct.
And then somebody come in behind obviously a troll name and say, hey, she said she was going to get with these people and they're going to be hitting people and doing things to people. And it just seems like, without, you immediately said, well, I'm not going to see her. And it was like, well,
Until
there
we
she
get
is.
it cleared up. So what's wrong with that, Miss Cruiser? So I said I'm not going to meet until I hear from Sheffy, and Sheffy clicked the link. Now, if I didn't allow Sheffy up here, then that may be questionable. But Sheffy is up here, and we're clearing it up. But yes, that's how I
Yeah.
operate.
And
Until
I
I
know
hear from
people
her,
didn't like the
I'm
way I
not going to
said
meet.
that. But
Okay.
you know me, I'm straightforward with my thoughts.
Well, I am too.
I don't kind of it did feel like that. Like, darn, these people come in here and say something. It's like I'll be in chats and people be like, Jay Wilson said such and such about Cruiser. Them people be behind troll names. I don't think no more about them folks.
But this don't have nothing to do
Could they
with
be behind
safety.
troll names? It's like,
It don't have nothing to do with safety though. So
yeah.
one thing is if Jay Wilson is talking about you and
Yeah, they
roasting you,
all
that's a different
profit.
thing. But when you
They
get
all
ready to take
profit.
people somewhere and you hear three people that I want to check with Sheffy, and Sheffy came up, I knew she would come up and I knew we would get straightened. But I'm just sorry. I was let me tell you
Yeah,
something,
and
Miss Cruiser.
I don't
I
blame
was
you for
willing
wanting.
to do that until I heard
Absolutely,
from
you
her.
want to be if you over something and you're, it's your thing and you're having people to go. Your safety. You feel responsible for their safety. Absolutely.
Okay.
The person in the chat, the couch stank person said they were going to email you with timestamps and stuff. That right there sounds fair enough because I think if you're going to make such a strong accusation against somebody, you should definitely come with receipts.
And you
That was
did
a
hear me
strong
say
accusation
who,
against Sheffy.
what, and you did hear me say who, what, when, where, and how. Then they told
Exactly.
me. And then I'm like, okay, so let me talk to Sheffy. Because not only was Thank Couch Breed the only one who said, some other people said that as well. So my thing is this. Now I hear a whole host of people saying that they heard that as well. And so now I need to speak to Sheffy. And I'm making Sheffy aware. I'm making everybody aware. But my thing is this. I don't have a problem with shutting it down because I'm not taking people out there to get nobody hurt. We're going out there to have a good time. And I would rather err on the side of safety than be doing something else and then somebody gets hurt. So I understand your advantage of how you viewed it, but this is how I view it.
All right. Sheffy, you with the Mo 3 folks, having folks to come with you from the Mo 3 folks. Don't like people like to fight.
Oh, okay.
Well, girl, they
Let me
already
go on
said that
down
she
my
was in
own
cahoots
business.
with Sean Bradley to set the cruise up. So who would say? I mean, you
Um,
know, I
Jay
mean, Miss
Wilson.
Cruiser, who would
Jay
say?
Wilson,
I mean, I know that
do you
sounds
know how
shady,
ridiculous
baby. I
that
know it
sounds
sounds
every single
shady.
time you say it?
But I know it sounds shady. But
But
again,
do you know how
you know what
ridiculous
I'm
it sounds
saying?
that
So who wouldn't
you
take
report
advantage? That's all
Jay?
I'm
Let
saying,
me ask
Miss
you this, Jay.
Cruiser. Who
Sean
would?
Bradley, he travels all the way around the world
Uh-huh.
often.
Yeah, right.
Do he need me for a cruise
Mhm.
that you are reporting on every single day?
All right,
VPN
Miss Cruiser,
have
it's good.
all
It's
types of
good.
things they putting out, and this is the date, this is the ship. What do they need me for?
Right, Miss
What do they
Cruiser.
need me for? And
What do they
plus,
need you for?
right. So the fact that you're saying that, you know for yourself. You know for yourself. You're a
Miss
man
Cruiser.
that's educated, go to church, got
Uh-huh.
discernment.
You
You
do
know for
too.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds ridiculous.
It does, Miss Cruiser.
What do they
Doesn't the
need me
audience, doesn't
for?
that sound ridiculous? What do they need Miss Cruiser
What do they
for?
need me for?
Yeah,
When
what do need you
they
for,
know
Miss
the ship
Cruiser?
you going on, they know the
Uh-huh.
date. Ain't nothing was
Uh-huh.
given to me. You told it every
Mm-hmm.
single day. So what do they
Uh-huh.
need?
Okay,
So
Miss
Sean, who
Cruiser.
travel all the time, need me for what?
Okay. Did you have that interview with Rainy Bo yet? Okay. All right, Miss
Well,
Cruiser.
okay.
Thank you.
So you
Thank
want
you
to bring
so
up
much,
a interview with
Miss
Rainy
Cruiser.
Bo? Have
Thank
you
you, Miss
told Rainy Bo
Cruiser.
what it was that you and Melissa discussed behind the scenes? I'll leave that
What
right
did we
there.
discuss? What did we
Because
discuss behind the scenes?
What Rainbow found out was that
I didn't
Melissa was
discuss.
on her
Hold on
phone
for a minute.
lying to her
Excuse
about
me.
some stuff, and that
Excuse
came
me.
out. That came
Excuse
out, and
me.
some other stuff
Excuse
came
me.
out that
Let
I'm
me.
held on
What
to.
came out? What came out, Miss Cruiser? Because I don't know anything about Melissa. Excuse me.
Wow.
So you want to say that? Because obviously you know something, but I don't.
That's
So
a
go
lot.
ahead. If you got some, boo, put it out.
Oh
Because
my
I don't know
God.
what the hell you talking about.
That's scary.
That's Miss Cruiser, baby.
Wow.
It ain't what's outside you. It's what's in you.
But what, Jay Wilson, why they be calling me names? You be having these women going crazy.
I mean, because I thought she had something,
I
but
just be sitting up
I
here
don't know
looking
I
cute.
don't know what went between Rainy Bo and Melissa Scott.
Now
I
somebody,
mean,
that sounds like a threat to me.
you see
Damn.
how these people are. See, again, all you got to do is shake the bottle, honey, and the dirt will
Anyway,
come out.
I'm just up here looking cute, and I be get called up in names. Folks be showing up in at docks and ships and pictures and things. Y'all don't call them
But
names.
anyway, I'm not a bit bothered.
Damn.
I'm just as shady as she can be shady. And again, for the mere fact that she up there talking about Sheffy, ain't
Mm,
no way I said anything against Sheffy. I said, Sheffy, you need to come up here because there's some things being said. And then she gonna bring this thing up and then talk about some. You connect with them all three people. Right,
mm,
right.
mm.
Yeah, and the cruise, because I think it went very well with the cruise. And I'm not upset about it, baby, but I just bring it back because I'm shady like that. And okay,
Joy,
that's what shady people do.
that's OG beef sector. Jay Wilson is running this panel, y'all.
Baby, I mean, but no, I mean, but you know, you want to bring it up like, and then like Seven want to bring something up about somebody leaving and girl, what you talking about?
They be trying to look. I don't care what y'all say about me, but I'm sorry,
Rainy Bo.
y'all.
See, Rainy Bo, hold on for a minute. So Rainy Bo is in here. Now I know that Rainy Bo and
It's
Melissa
late.
Scott had an issue, but I didn't know about that until later on, and I'm still not all together about what they were going through. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Rainy Bo. So
Shout
my
out
thing
to the
is, if you going
haters.
so my thing is, if you gonna tell it all. Tell it all. Don't click off the link. Tell it all. Rainy Bo is sitting right here. Tell it all.
So
But
Cruiser
Rainy Bo
said
said
she got
she
something
won't
on
tell
you.
it though. Whatever scenario she's concocting.
So Cruiser say she got something on you, Pastor.
I don't know what. Well, honey, bring it.
He said, "Bring it." I'm eating. I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Starting ish behind the scenes, then trying to blame it on Jay.
Come on, Rainy Bo. We want the
Cruiser
tea.
was just asking for donation to go to Vegas. Jay don't trust Cruiser. Child, look. I tell you.
Uh,
And let me say this. I'm gonna be very honest again. I'm gonna be very honest with Cruiser, and this is why I treat Cruiser like I treat some other people that I don't deal with anymore. Cruiser and I have some connections. and I expected more, but I got what I got. And so when you get what you get, you govern yourselves accordingly.
Okay.
And all she had to tell me was she knew about it. And when she said that, that's all I needed to know. And again, I don't have no hate for Cruiser, but I just handle Cruiser differently.
Didn't you contact her at first when you were curious about doing your cruise?
No,
No. Okay.
no,
All
we
right.
did not. She contacted Vivian because she
Oh.
was giving Vivian some tips and stuff. And then, and I mean, it seemed to be helpful. And that's another thing. So after that, I'm like, okay. And you're right. There are
Mm.
no friends on YouTube. And you said that to me. So I took you to heart. And now this is why I am with how I am with Cruiser. So I don't hate Cruiser. Cruiser have come on my platforms for other things beside this. But far as a vacation and telling me who I'm throwing away and all of this, and I'm believing somebody, and then after her performance, no, absolutely not. So my thing is, people can say what they want to. I throw shade right back. And my thing is, if you know anything about Rainbow and Melissa, girl, spill it. I don't know nothing about it.
Spill
And
it. Yeah.
and I mean, she trying to act like, let me tell you something. I went on my cruise. I wasn't in Rainbow's business. I wasn't in Melissa Scott's business. I
Mhm.
wasn't asking Melissa Scott 55,000 questions, nor Rainbow. The only thing me and Rainbow talked about is some things that she was doing in her life, and she was doing really well. And I was happy for her. Melissa Scott was telling me she was excited because this was her first cruise, and we talked
Right.
about that. That is it. Now,
Wow.
I do know some tea,
Oh.
but I would never put this out because there are people I care about, and it really didn't have anything to do with them.
Well, who got the
And I'll
tea?
leave
Where
that
did
at.
we go get the tea from,
No,
Jackie?
no, I got this, but I'm not. No, I'll go to my grave with this because my thing.
Ooh!
But let me say this: it's not about Rainbow, and it's
Okay.
not about Melissa Scott.
Okay. I like Melissa Scott.
So that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, you all, I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to head out.
Thanks for having me.
But thank
I'm
you
glad I
all
got to
for
see you
having me.
close.
And all I'm gonna say is that I don't have a problem with Sheffy. Sheffy understands what I was doing, and I wanted to make sure I was clear with Sheffy because I don't want any crazy stuff going on in Las Vegas. I will prosecute to the extent of the law, and I don't have any problems having people arrested. I don't have a problem. Within my group or without the group, outside of the group, I don't have a problem because we don't come for no foolishness. We come to have a good time. And if you can't control yourself or you can't control your liquor, stay home. And I mean that. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I mean, I'm gonna lead with that. So no three people go to jail, just like no more three people go to jail. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's it, and we're gonna move on. So look, I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. I will talk to you all later on. Peace and love.